morning. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for Tip Tuesday. And thank you for joining us on Business by Design Online. I'm Katie Sevenance. I love being able to interview people and share their tips to help other women in business. Today, my guest is someone that you can't help but smile. And I want to introduce you to my friend, Beenie Mann. And we met a couple of years ago in a networking group, and I just great energy comes from you. So yay, thank you so much for joining us today, Beenie.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's exciting. I love sharing and raising women up, and anybody really.
I love that. And that's what I knew it. I mean, that's just who you are. It comes across all the time. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you live? What do you like to do for fun?
Okay. So I live in Colorado Springs. We made this home about, I would say 11 years ago, when the Army was kind enough to send us here. And 2 weeks in, I was driving on Academy, and it was pothole alley at that point. It was not good. But anyway, and there I had this overwhelming feeling, and it scared the creepers out of me. So I actually had to pull over because I never experienced anything like that before. And once it hit me what it was, I cried. I was home. For the first time in my life, I felt like I belonged. I've come home. Wow. So I called the husband at work, and I'm still sobbing, and and with all my health issues, he was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm home." And he's like, "Oh, I'll be home soon." I said, "No, honey, I'm not at the house home. I'm home." He goes, Oh, so I'm buying you a house? Yep. And he was with I don't know how many years to go. And he said, and my next assignment, I laughed and I said, "Yeah, honey, we will miss you."
Oh. Wow. So you traveled a lot prior to moving to Colorado?
Well, we were lucky. We were fairly stable. So I was born and raised in Germany. I met the husband over there the old-fashioned way, drunk in a bar.
That happens.
Right. And actually next month is our 31st anniversary.
Oh, that's so great.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And so Colorado is home. I love it here. And we decided this is it. It's home. Well, I decided, and he followed along because he's awesome that way.
Good.
But I mean, it was still like, who am I? What do I want to do? And because I was raising the kids, being the military wife and all of that, and it's like we put everything on hold. So it took me a hot minute until I figured out who I am, what I wanted to do. Actually, it was April 1st, 2018, when I decided to stop shooting myself, and I walked away from everything. And when I say everything, I was a very unsuccessful, unhappy mortgage loan officer for almost a year. And it's because I love helping people. I just want to help people, and I figured, I help them with their mortgage, biggest investment of your life, blah, 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 blah. But nothing came together. So April 1st, I said, screw it, done. Walked away, never looked back. And that's when I really stepped into me on purpose. Because helping people smile and be better, be more, and see better perspectives, I've been doing my whole life, no matter how miserable I was, no matter how dark it was inside of me. So that is my passion, and that really is what lights me up.
I love it. And that's pretty much when I met you, was when you were getting started, because I've been in Colorado 4 years now this month. And we met at a networking event here, and I love it. You have this amazing energy. You also have someone else who hangs out with you all the time. Who would that be?
Well, actually, I hang out with him.
Okay.
I'm the plus one usually. I have a service dog. It's Mo, the service dog, M-O, the service dog. You can follow him actually on Facebook and Instagram. Just, little plug for my dog. But he's just amazing. And yeah, everywhere we go, people, of course, flock to him. It's like, "Oh, Mo." And then they're like, "I forgot your name."
But they remember Mo.
They remember Mo. And I laughed and I said, I would be the plus one.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So what lights you up? We know you love to help people, but what really lights you up? What made you just say, okay, no, this is the direction I'm going to go in my life?
Really, when I share my passion with people and the tools that I have learned over the years to help me move past, I call them the dark ages and all of those things. When I'm able to share the tools that I have learned and that I've implemented, and I share them with people and they listen and then they implement them. And when they come back, it's like, oh my gosh, Beanie, thank you so much. Oh, chills.
Yeah. Yeah.
That to me, it's like, yes, yes. And I remember I took a class with Lisa Nichols. She has an online class on how to write and speak, and I knew for a long time that I'd be a motivational speaker at some point, because I knew my story had to get out, not for my sake, not just like, oh, you poor thing. I'm not about that stuff, but it's to give others hope and inspire others and let them know it's like, hey, you're not alone. You're not alone. And Lisa Nichols said it best. She said, your story is not yours to keep.
I love that. I attended a presentation with her too, and I love her.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love her. But that right there is like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You're being selfish if you don't share it, right?
Right. Right. And here's the thing, and we always think it's because because we went through some trauma or whatever, and we share that story. But here's the thing, and I encourage everybody who didn't have trauma, who had this perfect life, this really good picture, perfect life, share that story too, because there's so many out there also who feel guilty for having that perfect life. And there's nothing to feel guilty about. Right. So, share your story no matter what, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. It doesn't matter. Share it.
Right. And that's how you connect. That's how you create those deeper relationships with people, is just let the guard down. And I know that was a challenge I had for years and years. For some reason, I had a friend a long time ago who would tease me because she's like, I just had this shell around me, and it's taken a long time and I don't know why I had it, but it was just, and when you can let that down and let people in, and yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. So Beenie, you're an author, you're a speaker, you're a mindset coach. What has made you the most proud about what you have accomplished in just the few years of deciding this is what I want to do for people? Do you have something that stands out?
Yes, actually. So in my journey from April 1st of 18 to today, I was like, oh, I want to be a coach. I want to do this like really full time, on purpose, with purpose, and get the credentials and whatnot, you name it. And nothing flowed. So I wrote the book. And then that. But all of that actually led me to where I am today, which I created this company that is helping clients and coaches alike. Everybody wins. And because I've been on both sides, I have been that client looking for a coach, and being a military family with really no money to throw around. It's like, but understanding I need this, because I started the personal development, because I got involved with multi-level marketing, and they're really big on personal development, which is amazing. And that's when I understood, it's like, I need a coach. But with really no money, who do you hire?
Right. Right.
I don't have 5,000, 10,000, whatever thousands of dollars. So I was on that client side. Plus also, even if I did have the money, who do you hire?
Right. Right.
It's like the ones that have the big advertising and the name recognition you can't afford. Well, I couldn't, And then the ones you don't know, well, you're taking a chance. You might as well go buy a lottery ticket.
And can they really help you in your particular field or your experience? And I think we've probably all made a few not great choices. Yeah,
exactly. Put them in the whoops department.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I was on the coach's side starting out. It's like, how do you get clients? How do you get that name recognition? How do you get that validation, so to speak? And actually, March 27 of 19, I had the idea for this business. And it just went wow from there.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. And I know you're doing great things, and you continue to, and inspiring people. I know you said you have a couple tips you'd like to share with us today.
Yes,
I am excited. I know our audience would love to connect with you and hear what you have to say. So what's your first tip for us today?
So my first tip is do what I did, hold the vision of what it is you want in your mind. So when I first had the idea, And I always say I was gifted the idea from the universe. You can call it God, wherever you get your idea from, be grateful. And once I understood the magnitude of it, I really sat there and I sobbed for about a half an hour because I realized how big this is. And I went to bed that night visualizing myself walking into my building, talking to my employees, having it all done. I mean, I picked out the outfit and everything. And it's like, and when you do that, whatever your vision is, whatever your business is that you want to do, imagine and visualize the end result. Picture it exactly how you want it done, with the smells, the feelings, involve all your senses. And it's like, wow, it was so amazing. It was amazing. And at that time, I just had the idea. I didn't even know where to begin. I never built a company, much less anything of this magnitude.
Right.
But because I held this vision and I did this every night before I went to sleep, because here's a cool thing too, when you do that before you go to sleep, how cool is that to go asleep on such a high?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right? Oh, it was so awesome.
I think that's really true, because I know I've heard whatever goes in your head 15 minutes or 45 minutes before you go to sleep is in there and it's locked in. So, how are you spending that last hour of your day before you go to bed? In direct sales, we get a lot of personal development. And I mean, I'm reading every day. I'm watching videos every day. I love feeding myself. And that's one of the things that really can make a difference is visualization. And I know I did that with my kids in sports. I had a coach when I played basketball who was really good about visualization. And what do you want this to look like? Is that ball going in the hoop? I mean, it can be as easy as that. And then I use that with each of my kids. Okay, you want to play basketball, you want to play soccer. Let's visualize, what is this game going to look like? How are you going to feel at the end of the game? I mean, really making it be tied to your emotions too. How's it going to feel when the crowd is cheering for you and whatever? How's it going to feel when your team gets together and celebrates because you did great things? I love that. Have the end in mind when you're taking that leap of faith to start a new business or, get out of your comfort zone. And really, when you can feel it and see it and believe it, I think that's when everything connects, everything aligns.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it did for me, and not just on the big things, on the small things as well. It's like,
right.
and dreams. Here's the really awesome thing with dreams. They're free. You can dream whatever you want.
Right.
The only limit is your imagination. So,
and some of my dreams get really crazy. So,
crazy on. I mean, who says it's crazy?
That's right. That's right.
People thought when I first shared my idea with some people, they thought I was crazy. And it's like here, and that actually brings me to my second tip.
Yes.
Because when you have big ideas and when you have something that is out of the box, something that hasn't been done, and people they mean well, understand that they mean well, but they come from their own limiting beliefs. They come from their own short-sightedness. They come from their own fear. So I had a bunch of people telling me all the reasons why it can't work.
Right.
And I listened for like 2 seconds. Okay, maybe 4. But then I looked at them and I said, I love you and I appreciate you and I know you mean well. But unless you can help me figure out how it can be done, I do not want to hear about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Surround yourself with people that can support you, that can help you come up with a solution.
They may not know the answer, but they're there to support you.
Right.
And they can see your vision rather than keeping their own vision to close it. And that happens so much with people. You get excited about your idea. Oh my gosh, we're starting this new business. And as soon as you come home and you tell your husband or your friends, your family, they don't have that experience. Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, maybe that's not such a great idea. So yes, you have to be with people that keep you up at this level, that are thinking bigger and outside the box and give you that inspiration that, yes, you can do more. You can be more. Great, more power to you. And I will be right alongside you to help encourage you to get there.
And what's really nice is too, I mean, when I say that to people, they stop. I mean, first of all, it stops them in their tracks and they start thinking. And what's really cool is then their thinking machine turns on because they want to be a part So they come up with solutions also. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And I just love watching that. It's like, yeah, sure. Let's see how we can make this work.
I love it. Yeah.
I love that.
And surrounding yourself with those, I mean, I know we hear, you become the 5 people you surround yourself. Make sure those 5 people are, you don't all have to think the same, right? But
No.
Be positive, be uplifting, that's the benefit is everyone's coming with different ideas. But when you're surrounding yourself with people that support you and lift you up, you can't go wrong. You learn from mistakes. You try something new, redo it, change it up, whatever. But you're in a safe place and you've got this network of people that are going to lift you up no matter what.
I mean, surround yourself with people that look for possibilities and opportunities.
Yes.
The negative is out there. And what you think about, you bring about. I tell this people all the time. My kids are like, oh, here we go again.
But I say it all the time too.
What you think about, you bring about. So if you're constantly in a negative state of mind, well, look at your results. You have results that you don't like. You have those negative results. But if you raise your vibration, if you lift your spirit, if you step into the happy, and you have those positive thoughts,
yeah, right. The door's open.
And oh my God, it's amazing. It is so amazing.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. And then my tip 3, real quick. Let's right into this. Have fun. Have fun. Life is not supposed to be hard. That's a myth. That's a lie that they're telling you. Okay. Have fun. Because when you're in your flow, and actually I have one of the chapters in my book is called Go with the Flow. When you're in your flow, things are easy. You might have little bumps and everything, but they are not like those blocks, those walls. And it's like, oh my gosh, another one. And they take you down. You're like, oh, I look at them as like attention real quick. It's like you need to put focus back. It's like, I know you're getting carried away because it's like, oh my God, this is so exciting. I get that. I'm the queen of that. And that's when you get those little bumps. It's like to slow you down. It's like, oh, what do I need to pay attention to?
Yeah.
It really is, but it's not going to derail you. If things derail you, then maybe you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, what's in your heart. And that's why I say it's like, have fun. Because if it's just, life is fun. Life is what you make it. And I'm having a blast, guys.
I love that. And I will say that I know so many people, and whether you go to college or you don't go to college, but you think you have to do things a certain way. That's what you're taught. You go to get a job, you work for someone else. And then at some point, things change and you're like, wait, I better enjoy the rest of my life. Who knows how many days I'm going to have here on this earth. I'm going to do things that make me happy and that, bring me joy. And that's when things have shifted for me. It just makes all the difference in the world. I see it in people all around me. If you're not enjoying getting up every Monday morning, go, oh my gosh, I get to do this today, I'm so excited. Then maybe it's not the perfect thing for you.
And my thing is too, it's like for parents that are watching, encourage your kids to be themselves, to follow their hearts. It may not fit into your box, into your cookie cutter, what you have envisioned for your kids, what you want. And we all want the best for our kids, but let them find their way, encourage them, cheer them on.
Right.
And don't push them to college. I mean, both my kids went to college, neither one it worked out. I mean, it cost us a lot of money.
Okay. It may not be the right answer, right?
It's not for everybody, but it's like whatever they want to do, encourage them, because you can make money on anything these days. And be very successful on pretty much anything. Yeah. So encourage your kids, let them be themselves. And it's like, it's like, oh man, I really wish you would do this, but I understand. How can I help you? What can I do for you?
Right.
So that's just,
Beenie, how many kids do you have?
I have 2 boys.
2 boys. I have 3 girls. And yeah, I know. But they're all pursuing different paths. They all have different passions.
They're all different personalities. They're all different.
Right. There's no box that they need to fit in. And I think it makes me excited to think of the potential of where they can go and what they can do when we just don't have those walls up, just go figure yourself out. Go
I'm
be.
here to help you back up. Help you get the dust off
I'll
of
make
you.
you some macaroni and cheese when you come home.
Right, ramen is a thing.
Yes.
But it's like really, it's like because we had to learn.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't wake up one day and it's like, well, I know I was growing up. Anyway, different story. But I mean, really, follow your heart. Have fun. Have fun.
Yeah.
Follow your passion. It's like, what is your passion?
Right.
Because we all have a purpose.
I love it. I love it. Beenie, you are full of wisdom.
Thank you.
And how can people connect with you if they want to read your book or they want to check out your coaching program or just learn a little more about you and connect with you? What would be the best way for our audience to connect with you?
Okay, a great way is the website. It's mattersofperspective.com. And, you can connect with me through there. You can also find me on Facebook, Matters of Perspective.
Okay.
And then LinkedIn, I think it's Beenie Mann. I think.
Okay.
I'm not on there very often.
Okay. Well,
But you can email me.
There.
You can email at info@mattersofperspective. Anyway.
Awesome. I love that. We'll make sure we put that in here. And I appreciate you so much for being able to come on and share with us today.
Thanks for having me. I love that.
It's awesome.
I mean, that's my book back here, over here.
I saw there's the one up there, Matters of Perspective.
That's my logo.
I love that.
And that's my book.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Awesome. And you said you have you're co-authoring in another book coming out soon that sounds right up my alley.
Yes, actually, I'm one of 8 authors, and the book is called Becoming 50-Something, Stories of Inspiration and Empowerment. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. Stories of Inspiration and Empowerment for Women over 50. And it's really all of us in there. We have started our business and stepping into us after the age of 50.
I love that. I find so many more women have the confidence to just do it after. Right. It's like there's some timeline there, something that clicks, and we're like, no more. I'm doing it for me now.
Well, so, I mean, it really is because it's like we're busy raising the kids. We're busy being the wife, with the military or whatever. And then the kids leave the house. Well, that the husband usually still goes to work. They still have their thing. And it's like, what do we do?
Right. Right.
And usually it's around age 50 plus. Yeah. And that we step into our powers, into our gifts. And this is really what this is about. And this is actually available for sale August 28th.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I think
we'll keep an eye out for it. You'll have to let us know when it comes out.
I will.
That's awesome. Well, if you are interested in watching any additional, every Tuesday and every Friday, we do our Tip Tuesday, we do Feature Friday, and we just love to feature other women that are out there doing amazing things in the community. And Beenie, you are definitely one of them. Yeah. So thank you everyone for joining us today, and stay tuned for our next one.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day. Bye, Beenie. Take care.
Thank you.